All right, lovelies, I'm doing this a little later than expected, but I wanted to go through and explain my post from today. This way you guys know where we are. So if you would prefer to read it and have it be very succinct, then I feel like I wrote it all out, but I know that it can be somewhat overwhelming. So one of the first things that I explained was that we're getting to the point now where we're running out of time. And what I mean by that is, if you try to message potentials on Wednesday or God forbid Thursday, they're going to feel like an afterthought. And the whole point of this is so that they can feel special. So if you're like, hey, I have this big thing and I thought of you and it's tomorrow, you obviously didn't think of them. I need more light. So what we want, and the reason why I've been giving this to you in steps, is so that you can touch somebody and continue to touch them over the course of the week or 8-day, 9-day period. And by the time that the event happens, they're yours. They want to join. They want a piece of it because they feel special because you've been talking to them about how excited you are for them to join your team for the last 8 days. And nobody's been that excited or communicated that much with them since the last person who was trying to collect money from them, let's be honest. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that the people you're talking to feel like this event really, truly is for them. We want their brain thinking about what this business can do for them. We want them focused on what could go wrong and what could go right. We want them thinking about the bad because we want them in their head to have already come to a decision, if that makes any sense. So a lot of people are going to watch and want to get the free kit but think, oh, it's probably just one of those pyramid things, or they have to recruit to get quota. Whatever it is, their objection, they're formulating it in their head. They've either decided they're going to do it or they decided they haven't. We want them thinking about that because then when I'm speaking on Thursday and I crush that objection, they're going to be thinking, oh, well, maybe this is something that other people think too, because obviously they just addressed it, so maybe I can do this. But if you invite them super late, like Wednesday or Thursday, you don't give them any time, then they really are just going to buy the hype about this being for a free kit, and then what happens? Oh, I didn't win the kit, not a big deal. There's no build-up, there's no momentum. So you want to make sure that you're following the steps as best you can, and you really can't start them too late. So let me reword that. You can do them too late, so we don't want you starting them any later than now. Now, if you haven't already started, that's okay. You can start tomorrow morning. I haven't told my potentials, I haven't added my potentials to that event yet. So I think it's interesting that there are over 7,000 people RSVP right now. And I haven't added my potentials because it's not part of my process. Also because I've been a little bit preoccupied. But basically I started with the same kit message that you did. And then I messaged them and said, hey, if you're really serious about this, then I would love to enter you as one of my people, just like you guys did. The only difference is I've kind of been letting people sit and wait. And the next message they got from me was, okay, I'm definitely going to enter you. Click here to join my money train group. Because I wanted to make sure that they were in my money train. And then once they're in my money train, I'm going to be putting messages in my money train about the event. And then that's when I'll check to make sure they're RSVP'd. So let's go through my post from today. This way you understand the purpose of them and what they mean. And for some people, it's just easier to listen to somebody explain it. And so I thought that was easy. That it would be easier if I just came on here and did that. So my first post, by the way, I don't know if you saw that I just posted. I counted there were only 12 posts in this entire group. So if you're not taking this seriously, I don't know why, because it's not like this group. I love Destination Success, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I'll look in there and I'm like, I'm one of those people, I'm super OCD. I want to go back to the beginning of time and see everything that's ever been posted. You really can't do that. In here, you can scroll to the end because this group was created less than a week ago. So no excuses. So I'm looking at today's post. I see that some of you are tagging me. I don't really see most of them, so tag your upline. Oh, that's me, I'm live. Hey guys. Hey Heather. All right, here we go. This is you making your spreadsheet, which I will explain, and then the other one is what to do with all of your leads. Okay, the first thing that I want you doing is focus on the spreadsheet. So I keep spreadsheets, not just because I'm OCD, but because spreadsheets allow you to, and really I got this from Beverly Long years ago. She keeps a book, a running book, and every time she meets somebody or every time somebody's a lead, she writes their name in the book, and they stay in the book until they sign. And then I feel like I asked her once if they go inactive. I can't remember if they go back in the book or not. But her book, I mean, it's a compilation of the last however many years she's been in business. I mean, this is like her little black book. For me, I can't be trusted with my cell phone, so I definitely can't be trusted with a book, and I make 1,000 to-do lists and they're everywhere. So using Google Sheets was wonderful, and I like Excel because I like to be able to sort, and I can't really do any of the fun stuff in Excel, like formulas and stuff like that, but I can sort, and that is fun enough for me. So I used to use Excel, but then a file would get corrupted. Something Puromans would give us would be in a CSV, and my computer would hate it, and then it wouldn't open it. I would accidentally copy and paste over something else. I had 1,000 different things called consultant leads. It just got messed up. So I started using Google Sheets, which is the same thing, except instead of Microsoft, it's Google doing it. And they have it in their cloud, which, you know, I didn't really wrap my head around. But all that it means is that it's in your computer, and by your computer, I mean it's in internet land, okay? So you can access it from anywhere, and it saves every single version. So if you mess up and you're like, oh shit, I accidentally copy and pasted that column and I've already saved it, it doesn't matter. You can go back to the version from an hour ago, a week ago, a year ago, and you can correct it. Also, if you have somebody else working in it, like I have my assistant helping me message people, it shows what they did and what you did in different colors. So it's a great way to have a running list, and it's my brain. So for me, I literally have a leads list, and it's every single person who's a lead under the sun that I've ever met. And then I have another tab, and it's leads that are in my money train. And basically all it is one big list of leads, but if I happen to get them into my money train, which is my barrel, right? So if you consider your potentials like fish in a barrel or in your funnel, right? My money train is my funnel. I want to get all these people into here, but the reality is I have plenty of leads that I haven't actually gotten them into my Facebook group. That doesn't mean that they're not leads, and I want to make sure I'm still talking to them. So I have a running list of all my leads, and then once they join, I just copy that entire line or row, and I move it like copy and paste, because the header, basically, all of the first row is all the same shit. So I just copy it, move it into money train. So I now know this person is inside of my money train. So I have one tab, and it's every single lead. The next tab is every single lead in my money train. And then my last tab is, I think I had you guys do a tab for people who actually do convert over and join your team. So that's what I want you to do. And then it's my brain. At any given moment, I can look in here and I can see where I am with a person. So I can scroll down, and I have like 2,000 people on that list, and some people have a bazillion, and some people only have 20. That's fine. But I can look at person 874 and see that it says Sally Joe, and I don't know who Sally Joe is. That's just her name on Facebook. So I don't know her real name. Sometimes I do, in which case it'll be noted, but usually it's just a Facebook name, right? And in that line, it'll tell me if I have her phone number. I know she's not in my money train because of the spreadsheet that she's in. The next thing will tell me the last time I communicated with her, because I have every month. So you're going to have September, October, and then we're not even going to put the other months, because we're going to, manifest that she's actually going to join your team during this sale or during the Founders Day sale or anniversary sale. So we're not even going to worry about the next months. But if she doesn't end up joining, then we'll have all the months until she joins, because each month you're going to be hitting her in some way, shape, or form on her page. So it'll tell me, oh, wow, there's nothing in here for June or July, so I haven't talked to Sally Joe, whatever name I just gave you, in 2 months. Did I invite her to the kit sale? Yes. Did she say yes? Yes. Did she RSVP? No. Okay, so now she's glaring for me. I know Sally Joe, because I can sort my sheet and see all the people who said they want to do the EOO, and I see 35 people, but only 12 of them have said yes. 35 minus 12 is 23. That means there are 23 people that my focus today is to make sure their asses click yes. It's an easy way to show you who you're spotlighting. Now, if you've done everything with everybody, then you should just be focused on getting referrals, getting other people, and that would mean you've exhausted every single person on your Facebook. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you how you can actually download a list of all of your Facebook friends if you really want to be thorough and go through it. Because I have girls who are like, I've asked everybody. And I'm like, really, everybody? How many Facebook friends do you have? Well, I have 1,200 Facebook friends, but I asked everybody who'd be interested. No. You don't know who would be interested. Because if I ask somebody, do you want $500 extra, 99.9% of your Facebook page would say yes. but they didn't see your free kit post because Facebook algorithms suck, and you didn't reach out to them because of whatever preconceived notion you had in your head because you were projecting what you thought onto that person. So instead, commit to the process, detach from the outcome, which means keep your mouth shut, click copy paste, and send it out into the ether because you don't know what they're going to respond with. And it takes an average of 7 times touching someone before they respond. 7. So your spreadsheet, and all that you're going to do is you're going to go into Google Sheets, create a Google Sheet. You're going to go into Google Docs, create a Google Sheet. It's easy. And it looks just like an Excel spreadsheet. And you're going to have first name, last name, and I literally put in here everything I want you to have. First name, last name, phone number. If you don't have their phone number, cool. Ask them for it. It's not difficult. What I sent to everybody was, hey, I'm super excited to make you one of my 3. Do me a favor, send me over your phone number and click to join my Money Train group. And then when they tried to join my Money Train group, the first question was, how did you hear about this group? And the second question was, are you an active consultant or have you ever been a consultant, and who are you under and are they still active? Because last thing that I want is to capture current consultants or recently inactive consultants or people who were never even under me. So I make sure that's in there. And if they don't respond, they get declined, and then they get a message that says, hey girl, do me a favor, answer the questions, and then I'll let you in the group. Nobody says I'm not going to give you my phone number, and if they don't, you don't like free shit? Because I need that. I need your phone number. Like, do you think I can't get it? You're being ridiculous right now. So phone number, friends on Facebook, question mark, that's a huge one. I want to make sure that we're friends on Facebook. Are they in my Money Train group? Question mark. Now, why is that question in there? If I have a sheet for people who are in my Money Train and a sheet for people who are not in my Money Train. Because what happens is sometimes people leave a group. Also, I'm not going to be able to check all of these people. So you know how I said sometimes I do sort? Well, when I sort, what happens is if somebody's empty, they don't have anything in that box, I don't actually know if I've checked them or not. But if there's a definitive yes or no, then no matter where I am in the process, if I'm sorting, I know where that person stands. So let's say, for example, that I check to see if somebody's in my Money Train group, and they are, so I move them into the Money Train sheet. Great, now I'm gonna assume all these people are in my Money Train sheet. Well, later on, I need to make a list of every single person that I've contacted in the month of September. Okay, instead of working in both sheets, I'm just gonna combine the sheets, see the people that I haven't touched in September, and then easy peasy, touch the rest of them, and then put them back in. But I've combined 2. So if I don't have an easy way to sort based on who's in the Money Train and who's not, then they're all going to be mixed up again. So just because you have them in a different sheet doesn't mean you don't want to call them for it. So are they in my Money Train? Now the next one you may not understand. It says put in the Money Train list on Facebook. If you guys are not using lists, then now is a great time to start. List is a great way to compartmentalize. So I can take, let's say, 10 of you, and I can put you in a list called superstars. And as soon as I do that, I can tell Facebook, hey, only show me my superstars. And it'll only show me the newsfeed of the 10 that I want to see. Now, why would that matter? Because we're busy people, and sometimes I do not have time to look through my newsfeed and get to my potentials. But if I say, hey, only show me my potentials, because we have an EOO coming up and I want to comment on their shit, I can just click on potentials or click on Money Train, and it's only going to show me a newsfeed of those people. That is a huge deal. So you have to start somewhere. So I don't have all of my leads in it because I haven't been doing it forever. I have the people who are in my Money Train tagged as Money Train. And all you have to do when you're on their Facebook page or when they're in a group, you hover over their name and it's going to say friends or not friends. And then it's going to say add to list. And Facebook already has close friends, your hometown, and a couple other things pre-done. And then you can just create a new list called Money Train. I have one called team, I have one called consultants, I have one called males, because I can also filter it out. I can say, hey, show me everyone except males. It's the same things that you would use when you want to make specialized posts. So if I want to post out about, I have a really great idea for an incentive for my team, but I don't want my team to see it. I can just say, show this to all except team. And when I post something that says, hey, I have an idea, I know that they're not going to see it. If you have a significant other, how you can do all except your significant other, right? It's the same thing except we're creating our own list. So make sure that you're creating a list and create and add them to the list. So now your spreadsheet says, did you create a list, or your spreadsheet says, did you put them on the list? Did you send them a reminder to join your Money Train? This is a fantastic column to have for the people who are not in your Money Train. Because if it says yes, but they're still in that spreadsheet, then you know that something is up. You've invited them, you've sent them a reminder, and they're still not in your Money Train. Which means your next message to just those people the people you've actually sent both to, is going to be, hey girl, I don't want to sound like a stalker, but I really want to get you inside of this page because I want to make sure you can get this free kit. ... And send her the link. Eventually she'll join, and then you move her over. Commented on their Facebook page in September, non-pure romance related. Anytime, I want to make sure I'm commenting on everyone's page every month, not pure romance related, and with something that requires a response. If I just say, hey, that shirt's really pretty, or hey, your kids are super cute, or LOL, that doesn't mean shit. Facebook wants to see that you're interacting. So I navigate to their page, or I pull them up in that newsfeed, right? So I say only show my money train people. And something that they recently posted, because newsfeed is just like a regular newsfeed, it's going to show me in order. So if one of your VIPs or one of your money train people has commented 10 times since the last person did, they're going to show you those 10 posts because it stays in order. And some people are just more, oh no, but did you die? Some people are just more vocal than others. So, but I'll comment on something and it'll like need a response, just like a call to action. So, oh my God, I love that family photo. Where did you get that idea? Or, LOL, have you actually tried this recipe? I feel like it would be a Pinterest fail. Something that makes them then reply. Oh, here's where I got the idea for the photo. Or, oh, I tried the recipe. I don't care what they reply with. Facebook saw that they replied though, which means we're friends. So they have to show me in their newsfeed. And then if I reply again, all of a sudden that turned into a 3 or 4 comment thread. And then Facebook thinks we're besties. Let me just tell you. So we want to make sure that you're commenting on their page. It's also something easy for an assistant to do. Or give a girl a bottle of coochie and say, hey, I have this money train list. There are 45 people on it. I need you to go through their page and find something recent and comment with something that requires a response. A monkey can do it. They'll do it for a bottle of coochie. It'll be fine. And then they just put a yes inside of that field, and that's it. Did I message them an EOO invitation on Facebook? The reason that you want this is because there are leads that you're getting now, and that's great. But 2 years from now, you will have had more leads. You will have done more parties. You want to know who is invited to what and when. So if you get a lead next month and then you get another lead the following month, the last thing you want is to notice that you're only ever hitting somebody with EOO invitations. So if it says invited to September EOO, invited to October EOO, invited to November EOO, you're going to want to ease up because she's obviously not signing for a reason. But if you never put was she invited to an EOO, or if you never specify, then she's just going to kind of go in the pile and everyone's going to get everything. And that's when you start to look through your conversation history with someone and you notice you've only ever talked to them about booking blitzes, hostess incentives, and then EOOs. This is important. Can't watch the EOO live. I want you to make sure that you're making note of anybody who has been communicating with you, so they're a lead, but they can't watch the EOO in person because if they are live, if they can't watch it in real time, then they can't win the kit. And those people tend to kind of fall by the wayside, and you don't want to do that because they obviously still had somewhat of an interest. The easiest way around something like this is to get them all of the information you'd be getting everybody else so that you can answer their questions and that they can join, and then you can tell them, out of everybody who ends up joining, what I'm going to do is if they couldn't watch the EOO, I'm going to pull a winner and I'm going to give that person the amount that they paid for their kit and free product. This way they can turn around, sell it, make their money back, and then their kit was free. Her odds are probably going to be even better if you think about it, because let's say you have 10 people that can't watch and there's 1,000 people that actually do tune in. So her odds are going to be pretty good. You have 10 people that couldn't watch. Out of those, 5 people sign. 1 in 5. Those odds are pretty good. And then the next thing that I basically said, and I said, don't worry about these messages just yet, but the other columns that you're going to want to have are send them the any questions message. So if they can't watch the EOO live, you want to make sure that you're letting them know, if you have any questions, ask me now. I want you to be able to take advantage of this kit sale because it is the lowest kit sale of the year. RSVP'd yes to the September EOO. So if they are going to the EOO and they clicked yes, that's a big deal. You're going to have people who say, oh, I totally want to go. And then you invite them and they don't reply. If they don't reply, then I don't necessarily know if they're getting notified about everything. And you want to make sure that they commit and say yes. The next thing I had you do was send them the why message on Facebook. So you're going to have girls who are at all different stages, and it's hard right now, especially if you have a lot of people. It's a good problem to have so don't get overwhelmed. You're going to have the girl who hasn't responded. You're going to have the girl who responded, but she responded with a question because she's confused. You're going to have the girl who responded and she can't watch live. You're going to have the girl who responded and she is gung-ho, and she wants you, gung-ho? She wants you to answer her questions and be excited, but you're like, man, I'm only at step 2 in Mia's process. She didn't tell me what else to say. You're going to have the girl who just said sure, and then that's it, and she RSVP'd yes. You want to make sure that they stay engaged. So I have a different step of the process for all of those people, and I put it in my next post. The next message after a girl does mark yes is the why message, and we'll get to that in a second. And then you're going to want to column for, did you send them the 1 extra ticket message, which is when you're going to tell them they can invite somebody. Did you tell them the code word message? And then the any questions message, which goes last to somebody who actually is tuning in, as opposed to first to somebody who cannot. And then this says, did you send them the reminder to set an alarm? Did you send them the I'm so excited message 30 minutes before the event? Did they actually watch the EOO? Which is a huge deal, because you'll get girls who are so excited all the way up until like 5 minutes before, and then their dog ate their homework, something happened with their internet, everybody has an excuse, blah, 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 blah. And they're going to post it all over the page, and I hate it because it floods the page. You're like, oh my God, I couldn't, I hate it. I don't care. So whatever reason was, her answer in that column would be no, she didn't watch, in which case we need to circle back and let her know, oh, it's okay, you can watch the replay. And there's a different message that'll go out to the girls who actually do watch. And then you want to make sure that you know the girls who indicate popped during the live. And I'll explain what that means. It's really how they're going to indicate that they're actually joining. So all of mine said yes, they have their alarm set. That's awesome. So you want to make sure that you know, out of the people who watched and was really just watching for a free kit and never popped. By popped, meaning I gave a code word and they repeated the code word because they said, I am signing whether I win this kit or not. So you'll have the girls who watched and just didn't pop at all, right? You're going to have the girls who said they were going to watch and didn't watch. So I should say this in different order. The girls who said they were going to watch and never watched. The girls who watched and never popped. The girls who watched, popped, and didn't sign. And then the girls who watched, popped, and signed. 4 different people are getting 4 different messages for you the moment that the EOO ends. Work doesn't end when the EOO ends. So the EOO says it ends at 9:30. It actually does end at 9:45 because, does it say 9:15? Whatever time it says it ends 15 minutes after that, because it usually takes us a little bit of time to pull the person in for winners. I stop speaking on time, but it doesn't end just yet. So as soon as it ends, you want a message to go out to all of those people, which means you're watching live. And I always have them tagging you. So as long as you're paying attention to your notifications, you'll see so-and-so tagged you. There's going to be too many people commenting, I imagine. Hopefully we have that problem for anyone to keep up with it. It's just the stream is just going to keep going and going and going. So I'm going to try and tell them and repeat often, please don't comment unless it's purposeful, meaning unless you are responding to something I'm specifically saying. Normally I would say comment because it's going to boost our algorithms, but we don't want that in this case because we don't need them boosted. We have plenty of people. So the people who say they're going to watch and then don't, that's the people something came up, don't really care, didn't make it a priority, I have so many excuses, reasons, justifications. You're going to send them a message that says, there's a replay, go watch it. The people who watch and don't pop, you're going to send them a message and say, hey girl, I noticed that you didn't pop and I was really hoping that you would because I know you'd be amazing on the team. Let me know what's holding you back. The girl who popped and didn't send you her information, because the next thing that she's going to do is she's going to send you her info after she pops. If she hasn't sent you the information by the time that you message her, you're going to say, hey girl, I'm so excited that you're joining the team. You have no idea how amazing this opportunity is. Your entire life's about to change. I want to order your signing bonus. Make sure that you send me these 10 things. And then you send her the 10, which are the 10 things on the PRCEF. And I cover that with you on Tuesday. Don't worry. And then the girl who already sent you her shit, she's like, here you go. Here's my credit card information. I'm golden. Like, I'm on your team. You want to make sure you have a message ready for her because you don't want her to fall through the cracks because she is excited. And we know that you have like 48 hours after a girl signs to capitalize on her excitement. Otherwise, she just kind of dies out. So we're going to make sure that you have a demo and something exciting to send her right away. Like, oh my God, I'm so excited that you're on Later's Baby. This is the best day ever. I want you to this, and that, and I want you to go watch this. Basically, shoo, go do something. I have to try and get these other bitches to do what they were supposed to do, since you obviously already did it. Pop is just, the reason I do pop is because we used to do EOOs in person. So they get to blow up a balloon, and when they decide that they're going to join the sisterhood, they take their pen and they pop it, and it indicates to the whole room that they're going to join, and we're all excited, and yay, and they get a sash, and it's a thing. So we call it popping, even though they're not popping, right? It's a proverbial pop, if you will. So I give them a code word it's not going to be pop, obviously. And that code word indicates that they're joining. So they repeat it back and they get whatever the signing bonus is at the time. So moving on. Now you have all of your different people and what you're going to say, but you have to know on your spreadsheet where that person stood, because 2 years from now, if she still hasn't joined, you can see she popped during an EOO but never signed. And if she signed, she wouldn't be on your spreadsheet. So that's how you know she didn't sign. Or she watched the EOO, but she's a no in the popped, meaning she's already seen all the information, but she didn't join. So she really is one of those girls just trying to get a free kiss. She needs more time. So, and then it says the third spreadsheet, and you can just do a third tab in the same spreadsheet, is for your new team members that actually sign. Now, I'm not going to get into onboarding. Like, Heather Pill is the queen of onboarding, and I'm not even going to, like, pretend, right? So, but what we do know is that there are certain things that you're going to want that girl to do right away. And what I don't want you to do is be so excited and have these team members and have all of this fuss and everything, and then let them fall. Get overwhelmed, wait during the weekend, and then hit them up on Monday only to realize that they're dead. So your last spreadsheet is going to say signed after the EOO. Remember how I said you just copy a row once they end up in your money train and you put them in the money train group because everything is the same? All that you're going to do now is copy their row when they were a potential and then paste it into your third tab. So now you know they are actually a team member. It'll show you the last time you commented on her stuff. It tells you everything about her backstory, right? Her life with you as a potential. Except now it's also going to have other information. It's going to have what is her why, which really should be in the other spreadsheets too, now that I think about it. It's going to have a column for did she activate? Did she watch a boot camp? Did she attend a team meeting? Because these are the 3 things that somebody needs to do, and again, I'll cover this on Tuesday, in order to get their signing bonus. Why? Because I'm going to make sure that you're not giving them a bunch of shit for free and getting nothing out of it. So for somebody to get a signing bonus, which comes from you, and don't be worried, it's fine. You have between 60 and 90 days to acquire it, and it's usually from the sales page. And since Titan and Hydrate is on sale, or Hydrate and Titan is on sale right now for $2.50, if you had to give a girl max $100 in product, that would cost you $10. And if you're lower commission than me, $15. So I don't want to hear it. I'm sure that anyone here would pay $15 for a recruit, especially if she's already activated, she already watched the boot camp, and already attended a team meeting. So anyway, they get a signing bonus once they do those 3 things, and it comes from their sponsor. And we make sure that they have to do those 3 things and that they get it at the following team meeting. So by the time that we're done with them, they would have had to attend 2 team meetings. Date of her launch party, date of her encore, date of her bestie. Does she have a team name picked? And then what is her signing bonus? Because some people are going to say, oh, well, I popped during the $100 signing bonus, when they really popped during the $25 signing bonus. And it's like, no. See this code word right here? You commented with that code word, which meant that you didn't believe in yourself until the very end of the video. It's also why you want to stress to your girls, like, if you have any questions, make sure that you ask them now, because I want to address them now. Because if you can go into the video knowing that you're joining, the best bonuses are at the beginning. They're tapered. Full disclosure, it's $100, and then it tapers down, and I think we end at $20 or $25. I think it's $100, $75, $50, and then $25. 4 times I give them an opportunity to pop. The first of which is before I start speaking. So if you have a girl who's like, this kit sale's a no-brainer, it's super effing cheap, I have nothing to lose and everything to gain, I'm definitely doing this, then you want to make sure that she knows her signing bonus is. Because it's not like a surprise. The third bonus in isn't going to be the best one. It doesn't work that way. So get your girls ready to answer as many questions as you can. I think that I answered everything. And then I said post a screenshot once you have your spreadsheet. And there are about 80 of you. It looks like 80 of you that did, but there are also some comments in there, which is a low number compared to how many we have. So get your spreadsheet done, get your shit organized. I promise you'll be happy that you did it later on. And then the last thing that I was going to explain to you was what you're saying to them. And here it is. If you have any questions, ask them now, because I'll sit for a couple of minutes and I'll answer the questions. As promised, here's what to do with your leads. Remember I said people are going to be at different places at the end? People are at different places right now, too. So you have the girl that you messaged that didn't respond, the girl that you messaged and said, I don't know if I can watch, the girl that messaged and said, I don't know if this is for me, the girl that messaged and said, absolutely yes, the girl that messaged and said, I wanted to sign yesterday. You have all of these people. Well, you need to know what to do with them. So all that I did in this post, which I think is pretty self-explanatory, but I'm just going to roll through it real fast, is explain to you what you can and should be saying to these people. Now, a couple of things that are happening in the sidelines that I have not done, but they're ideas that I want to steal to in particular. So if you want to roll with these, then you do that. Right now, I don't have the brain capacity to try and teach it or make it a step for my process for you guys, but I think I might implement them this time around for me. Number one is Leanne Rhodes did that thing where she wrapped a bunch of stuff, like a Michael Kors wristlet and a this and a that, and I don't even know what it was, but she wrapped them and she posted on Facebook, and I'm going to butcher this, but I'm sure she posted in Destination Success, she shares everything. Something to the extent of, if you want one of these, then they're going to the people who join my team. And then she opened them on Facebook Live as people picked the numbers or something. And then people who were watching ended up signing on the spot just because they wanted whatever it was. They wanted to be part of it. So it was almost like an unboxing. And I've seen a couple of people doing that. So I thought that was really cool. And then the other thing that I saw people doing is they're doing pre-orders for the kit sale. So, hey, if you know that this is for you, I want to make sure that the kits don't sell out. So if you win the free kit, fantastic. But if you don't win the free kit, this is still something that you should do because you'd be amazing. And this is the lowest kit sale of the year. So let's get your kit pre-ordered. This way, the moment that the live ends, because we'll know the 7 winners. If you're not one of them, I can run and process your kit. This way they don't run out. Now, are the kits limited? I'm sure that there's a maximum, like in life. So you can say that, but this particular kit sale, from what I understand, is not. So say whatever it is that you want, but basically it's like a pre-order. And I know someone on the board page posted she already has like a bunch of deluxe kits pre-ordered, and just a PRCEF that's already filled out by a girl that's like, no, I want to do this, definitely, free kit's cool, but like I'm in it to win it, this is a business. So that's something to keep in mind. Without further ado, here is what I said. If you've not messaged someone, which by the way, the majority of your people are going to fall into that category. If I sat with you right now and I said, okay, how many people have you not messaged? We would look and find out that it's a whole lot of people. That's just the reality. You have a lot more people on your Facebook than you realize, or a lot more people on your Facebook that you, getting phone calls, or a lot more people on your Facebook than you think you can message. So you need to just stop worrying about the outcome and commit to the process and just message everybody. And if you've already messaged everybody, cool. Go back through and message every single person and ask them if they know anyone that needs more money, time, or confidence. And try and get one referral from every single person. Give yourself a goal or a challenge every day. So if right now you have 16 people who have said yes, awesome. We're going to start tomorrow with a 0. How many more people can you get to say yes? And if you get to halfway through the day and you can't get any, how many people can you get to refer you to somebody who's fun? Who's the fun friend? Who do you know that's fun? There's free kits being given away, and I would love for them to end up on my team. The more people that I can invite, the better the chances are they're going to end up on my team. So if you've not messaged people, then go message them. You already have the messages. Stop thinking that people are seeing your Facebook posts, because they're not. People see private messages and text messages. If you've already messaged someone and they haven't responded, now is the time to send them the message, hey, name, whatever their name is, please personalize it. I don't want to sound like a stalker. I say that all the time. I say that, and I know it's going to sound crazy, which just gives me permission to say something ridiculous or say something out of the blue. So I don't want to sound like a stalker, but I really want to enter you to win this free kit. I think you'd love to do this, and it's a perfect way to try since it doesn't cost anything. Am I allowed to enter? I am allowed to enter 3 women to win this kit. Can I enter you? Plain and simple. Nice call to action at the end. If she says yes, then what I want you to say is, by the way, don't ever include quotes. People are including quotes. Don't include quotes. They'll know it's copy and pasted. That somebody told you to say it. So when they say yes, say, yes, oh my God, that makes me so happy. Okay, they're pulling the winner live on Facebook this Thursday, and you have to be watching to win. Please tell me you can tune in this Thursday night at 8:45. If she says yes, great, invite them to the event, and then move to number 3 on this list. If she says no, then respond with, oh no, okay, let me see if there's a way for you to still win even though you can't tune in. And then take some time as if you're going to ask somebody. And that was because I needed time to formulate what it is that I was going to tell you. And then here's the response. You go back to them and you say, okay, so they said that you have to be watching to win. If there's no way that you can watch live, then the only way for you to get your kit free is to ask me any questions that you have so that I can help you figure out the best kit for you, and then we'll pull a winner out of everyone that joins my team, and I'll give them $100 in free products to sell so that their kit ends up basically being paid for. So let me answer your questions. First, tell me why you're trying, which I just realized has a typo, trying to make extra money. First, tell me why you're interested in trying Pure Romance. Are you trying to make extra money, just hoping to get out of the house and make more friends, interested in educating, entertaining other women, or something else? What's the main reason you want to do this? Be honest. You're looking for their why. That's it. Especially for this girl, because she can't watch my video. So we need to pull in something emotional. Like, oh my God, I can barely feed my kids, right? Like, for some people, it's just, I was going to do this because it was free. Okay, cool. But find out why. Why, even if it's free, why would you be doing it? Would you be doing it because you think it's fun? There has to be a reason why you would do it. If somebody told me that I could be whatever and it would be free, I'm still not going to do it if I'm not going to enjoy it or I'm not going to benefit from it. So if they said yes, they can watch live, then you should invite them to the event. But the most important thing to do is see if they RSVP to the event, because a lot of times they say yes and then they don't actually click the link. Just like the people who say they're going to join your money train, but they don't actually click the link. And if you don't circle back and check, then you kind of lose them. They fall through the cracks. So check their RSVP. If they didn't RSVP, then you send them this message. Hey, did you see that I invited you to the event for the free kit? I'm really hoping you win. I know they're going to do giveaways and signing bonuses for people who sign up that night, and there's a kit sale that's the lowest one of the year. This is a huge event. So click here and RSVP yes and let me know when you do so that I know you're ready and entered to win. Right? I know you're ready to get entered to win. It doesn't say you're entered to win. It says you're ready to get entered to win. So there's nothing misleading about it. So basically, like, click this link, bitch. Like, what are you doing? You want the kit. You got to click the link. Just click the button. Click the button! Okay, so make sure she does it. Then check back tomorrow. And if she RSVP'd yes, then move on to number 2 and send her that message. If they did RSVP already, then you send them this message. Hey, I just realized that I may not have told you this, but on Thursday, they're giving away 7 free kits, not just 1. And the CEO of Pure Romance gave them the lowest price kits, them meaning us, Synergetic 7, the lowest price kits, of the entire year for this event. And they're doing huge signing bonuses for people that join that night. This really is the biggest event of the year. I want to make sure you have all the info you need going into the event, because the biggest signing bonuses are at the beginning of the broadcast for people who know that they want to join even if they don't get the free kit. So if you have any questions for me, then feel free to pick my brain. I have a question for you in the meantime. If you do become a consultant and join my team, why would you be doing it? For some people, it's extra cash. Some people, it's to get out of the house and make some friends. For some people, it's to help educate and empower women. So why would you be trying out Pure Romance? Be honest. We're asking the same question that we did of the girl who can't tune in. But now we're reminding her, or we're letting her know there are signing bonuses. A lot of people are joining even if they don't get the free kit. We're letting her know that that's kind of the norm. Now, if you're like, but Mia, I've already done all of that. I have girls that are super hungry, super excited. After you've sent them the why message listed above and you understand their why, make sure that you note it on your spreadsheet. If you don't know what spreadsheet I'm talking about, then obviously you missed the beginning of this broadcast or you missed the first post. So make sure that you go and handle that. The last thing I want you to message them before we move on, and only send this to people if you've already messaged them. I don't want any of these going the same day. We're just trying to make sure you're touching them every day until then. So don't blow your load by sending them 3 of these messages in one day. One message is going to let them marinate, okay? Give them a little bit, leave them wanting more. So the last thing that I want you to send them is, hey, I don't want to post this on my Facebook because I'll get flooded with people, but do you know anyone, mom, aunt, cousin, bestie, coworker, etc., that might be interested in Pure Romance? There's some extra tickets for the Thursday event and I was offered one. If you know someone that could use more money, time, or confidence and would maybe want info on Pure Romance, then I have no problem gifting the ticket to them. All you need to do is group chat us so that I can introduce myself and invite her to the event on Thursday. I should also mention, if she signs up, then you get a referral bonus even if you don't join the team. Have anyone in mind? ? And then that's it. If she says no, then she says no. If she says yes, add that person's name to your lead list. Remember the not in money train list? They are now a lead. Have her group chat you. If she doesn't group chat you, what do you think your homework is for tomorrow? Go on her Facebook page and find the girl. She's there. Scroll a bit. Do some stalking. Message her, add her as a friend. She's going to see that you're mutual friends. And then message the girl again and say, hey, don't forget to group chat us. I want to make sure if your girl really is golden, then you get a signing bonus. She'll group chat you. And then what do you say to that girl? The same shit you said to the first girl. You just introduce yourself and say, and make her feel special and say, Chelsea said that, Chelsea told me, hold on, let me think through this because I hadn't before. When you get group chatted, introduce yourself, and then you're going to say, after you say, hey Chelsea, this is Mia from Pure Romance, and I was just talking to Megan, And she's going to be participating in our event on Thursday where we're giving away a free business kit to somebody that we think would be an amazing consultant. And I had an extra ticket and asked her who she thought would benefit from it. And she said you. So I'd love to invite you to watch the live broadcast and learn about Pure Romance and potentially even win a business starter kit for free. Have you ever heard of Pure Romance? And if she says yes, great, then you know who we are. I'd love to gift you this kit. I just sent you a friend request. Go ahead and click accept. And then she goes on your list. Here's a link to my money train. Go ahead and click join. Now she's in your money train. Now you have her soul forever. Make sure you get her phone number too. And just do that with everybody. And it's not misleading to say that there's an extra ticket because there are extra tickets. There are, I don't know, thousands of people on the Synergetic 7 when you combine all of our team members. There are thousands of you, 5, 6, 7,000, I don't know how many people. And if each of you had 3 invitations, let's say there were just 7,000, that's 21,000 invitations we could send. And right now there are only 7,000 people RSVP guests. So a third. So that means there are 14,000 extra tickets. Have at it. Challenge accepted. All right. Do you have any questions for me? I'm going to scroll through and answer them. And then I'm going to bid you adieu. Oh, look. You're all telling me I'm wonderful. I know. I'm just kidding. I love the picture behind me, too, even though I've never seen the movie. Heather Pill always gives me shit. 10 women who said yes to being entered. I'm so proud of myself and trusting in the process. I'm proud of you, too, Hallie. Any questions? Sorry, guys. Take me a second to scroll through. Google Sheets tomorrow. I'm a paper girl. I don't see any questions. Would they be in my VIP group or do I need another group? Nope, separate group, Money Train. All of mine said yes and they have their alarm set. Fantastic. I had one say yes and then blocked me as spam. Bet maybe it was an accident if she said yes. I would send her a text message and say, hey girl, Facebook obviously thinks that I'm a stalker because it blocked me as spam. I wanted to make sure before I deleted your entry that it was you and not Facebook. She might say, I didn't do that. Maybe Facebook thought you were spamming her. This Poppy I already answered that. When do we add the leads in the event? Oh, you definitely should have already done that. There are 7,000 people already in there. So go do that now. She wants to sign yes. I missed the beginning. I have to rewatch. Okay, do that. I have one ready with the premium kit. Make sure you have everything filled out. No one is signed until they've given you the 10 things that you need, which is name, phone number, email, birthday, name, address, email, phone number, birthday, social, driver's license, credit card, expiration date, and then CVV. Can't wait to watch this from the beginning. Anybody have a blank version of the spreadsheet? I can get. I'm technologically challenged. Literally, create new, and then I gave you what you put at the top. All the stuff that goes to the top, and the only thing that goes down in the name column is your actual leads. I don't do anything that's that tech savvy. Can you send an example screenshot of your spreadsheet? 80 people have already posted theirs. Those are, you can use those. What happens to the people who are in the sevens group but can't get into the event, but they have been trying? Those people need to spend their life tagging their sponsors. So here's what I would do. If I'm in this group and I can't get into the event, and this is now the 3rd day the event has been up, I'd be pretty irritated by now. Only if I have been doing my due diligence. Plenty of people have just been complaining, which is, I can't get in the group. And when I see that, I comment and say, try tagging someone, because otherwise this is literally useless. So, sorry, that's my sarcasm coming out. I'm tired. But an actual message to your sponsor is probably going to be best. But if I was in your position on day 3 right now, I would be looking for any other sister consultant in the group, because if she's in it, she can invite me. It doesn't have to be your sponsor. Then if my sponsor isn't in it, I would tag her sponsor. And if she isn't in it, I would tag her sponsor. At some point, you get up to one of the Synergetic 7, and I promise you, they want you to recruit. So if I was me, and my upline was Patty Brisbane, and she's part of the Synergetic 7, the 7 people organizing this, I would tag her. Now, she may then tag your sponsor to give her sponsor a little bitch slap. Like, you have someone desperate to recruit. Do your job. But I don't know. So I can't add you because we're not friends. and also because I'm not going to be able to do that for everybody. So find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. I'm doing the inroads thing too. Yay. What are the sale prices going to be announced? The sale prices, I have them. They're 77% off. And that makes them, oh, please, I'll give them to you right now. The standard is $119, the deluxe is $259, and the premium is $399. Cheapest that they're going to be for the rest of the year, including the Founders Day sale, which is now named the Anniversary Sale. So cheapest kits of the year are happening on Thursday. Which kit is free that we're gifting? They always get a standard kit. If they've popped during the broadcast, then it's expected that they upgrade to the deluxe, because if we're giving them $120 and they popped, even if they were only planning on popping and getting the $120 kit, that's still $240 total. So all that they have to do is take their $120 and put it on top of the standard kit, and then it ends up being $19 more. So you're not going to spend $19 to get double the amount of product. If they popped and they get a free kit, it is unheard of for somebody to stay as standard. And tell them that ahead of time. Full disclosure, everything. You're not trying to trick somebody into the business. You're not trying to be underhanded. You're trying to give them all the information, and you would love for them to get a free kit, but even if they don't get a free kit, it is a stupid life and business decision not to join when you can get a kit for $120. And you can make your money back before you go to bed that night. That's the reality. There's 77% of retail, what I've heard. Yep, standard. You guys are answering each other's questions. I'm wondering when the sale will be announced. Well, I just did. Some of the people can't get in the event. It says no longer available or it's been deleted. If it says that, it just means that they weren't invited, in which case, see 5 minutes ago. I may have missed, but I'm hoping to catch the verbiage. Kit sale starts Thursday, 77% off. Thank you. I'm excited and overwhelmed because it'll be 77. Yes. Any other questions? My brain hurts. I love you. I'm committed to the process. Really are a badass. Oh, thanks. I'm awesome. Yay. Can you post the wording? I don't know which wording you're talking about. Almost all of it is already posted. I was reading from my post. I'm worried if I cold message them, I'm being spammy, specifically as I haven't talked to before. What's your advice? So if you have someone on your, why are you Facebook friends with them? How are you Facebook friends with them? It's because you haven't messaged them. I'm only having you message people that you're Facebook friends with. So I would need more information, Alyssa. If you've never sent them a message before, then how are you Facebook friends with them? If you're Facebook friends with them and you don't remember how, then start it with that. Say, hey, it's going to sound totally random, but how are we Facebook friends? Do your due diligence first. Look and see if you have a mutual friend. Maybe you went to high school together. Maybe she was a person who was supposed to go to a party and she never attended. Whatever it is, maybe tailor her message. But if the majority of the people that you're messaging are people you've never, ever, ever messaged before, then how do you have all of them on your Facebook page? They accepted you at some point. In which case, maybe go through the pages and comment on something on their page first. Definitely need to work on the Google Doc. I'm a paper girl, blah, blah, blah. This is amazing. Totally setting up my comfort zone. Yay! Money Train quickly. I haven't heard of this. Can you explain the Money Train? So all that the Money Train is it's a Facebook group. It's just like this one. It's a private Facebook group. It's like fish in a barrel. It's your barrel. It's your funnel. It's where it's a holding cell for everybody before they get to your team page. That's all that it is. It's, hey, these are the people in my Money Train. Basically, you eventually you're going to ride with me on the Money Train, headed towards the money. Eventually, you're going to join my team. Leanne Rhodes obviously explains it better. I know that she has a video. I haven't seen it, but the concept is genius. And you're basically just like your VIPs, you have a group of people that you are giving information on the business to. So when you have a high selling party, post in there. When a consultant buys a house with her business, post in there. You have a place for just those people. How do you guys know the difference between us and the leads when drawing the kit? Between us and the leads? We don't. They're going to put in a code word, and you guys are not going to say the code word, obviously. So let's say that the code word is banana. I'm going to say, all right, if you want to get the free kit, you're obviously tuned in on time. Everybody comment, and I'll go over this on Tuesday. If you want to get entered to win the free kit, comment now with the word banana and tag your sponsor, which would be the person who invited you to this event. As a consultant, you're obviously not going to comment. Only the people who comment with the word banana, and it's not going to be banana, but banana, get entered. And they have to be watching at the end of the broadcast as well. Explanations are helpful. There's videos I used to use. I'm so excited. I created my money journey. Grabbed 6 girls over. I said yes. The event. Woohoo! Turn that 6 into 12 by getting them all to invite a friend. I've tagged message. Reach out to others who are in diamonds and not in my upline. Does anyone know Ariel and can get her into the event? If you can't by the end of this video, then send me a message and I will add you. I'm talking to my leads and I'm adding, can't go to the event. Huh? Oh, look. Kylie's got you. I got Ingrid to add me into the group because I was having problems. Awesome, Sandra. Is the free kit basic? I don't think that they're doing a basic kit for this sale. If they wanted to sign with a higher kit, could they use a credit? Absolutely. We expect it. You might want to have already answered this question, but I have somebody just asked what kits are being given away. Yeah. I would kind of super prefer for you to delete that, April. I'm going to actually delete it for you. I want people to actually watch this video and not just get the kit prices. Then full tax and shipping added. Yeah, whatever tax and shipping are. Can we tell the girls that have... it doesn't... I have no idea. There's no ending to that question. I think... Oh, I love your face too. Will there be tax on the kids? Or always tax on kids. Everyone pays taxes. I grew up with and just haven't chatted in a bit. These are girls that I grew up with and haven't chatted in a bit. Psh, best time to reconnect ever is changing their life. Someone who is crazy excited but will be at a wedding. What are we doing for those leads? I have it inside of my message, what you're sending the people who can't watch. Also, wedding on a Thursday night. By 8:45, people are just going to be, dancing and drinking. Tell her to just stream it anyway. Get earbuds. I love you guys so much. What's pop? Amanda, go back and watch the video. You'll understand what pop is. Love you. Bye.